Woo! Alright. Let's kick this in. Nearly fell. That's okay, it's a good start. It's a bad curb. We're okay. So what's going on, guys? I'm hoping we can hear me, because I'm hoping I got all this set up. If I didn't, that would be kind of annoying, but also not surprising. Anyway, how the hell are we? It's your boy Jordeve, and he's here with an exciting video, but you won't get to have seen this by the time, well, by the time this gets uploaded, it'll have been about a couple of weeks after, because, yeah, I had to get Sam to have a look at my bike. And by I had to, I mean, like, I kind of had to, not in the sense that I needed him to fix my bike or anything like that, because he didn't even know I got a bike. We agreed a couple of years ago that the three of us, Tyler, Sam and I, were going to get our licenses, and he, well, Sam did. Sam got his license. Good on you, Sam. Well, no, he didn't. He got a bike. He did. By the way, just in case you guys are wondering, we're just leaving from the park and we're going to head to my work now. Because, on a quick side note, as of the recording of this video, which I think is like the 16th, no, it's the 19th today, Conor McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone. I know it needs to be said, come on Cowboy, win this. Big fan of both, big fan of both, but Conor will get plenty more opportunities in the future to have a championship match. Cowboy's only had one in his almost 10 years of being in the company, or being in the UFC, so I really want him to have another fight. I want him to versus Khabib, and I want him to win. That would be amazing. Anyway, back to it. So, yeah, we agreed a couple of, I think it was 2017, 2018 at absolute latest, that the three of us were going to get our licenses. We all agreed, but then life took some turns. For example, please don't hit me. For example, Tyler went and got himself a girlfriend and a job that keeps him away from everybody. Sam and I are both in agreement that we don't want to say his job sucks, because it might not suck. It's just the circumstances surrounding it. Like, he only gets to see, out of all the important people in his life, he only gets to see his family for like 2 hours before he goes to sleep, because he gets home from work at like 7 p.m. and then he's got a next shift at like 2:30 the very next morning, so literally like 5-6 hours later. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm really not. Also, I hope you guys can see the camera. I've worked on this for ages, trying to adjust it in the right way, but there's no guarantees, you know. There's no guarantee. Oh, and all the rest of it. Anyway, so Tyler couldn't get his license. He could now if he so desired, but I really don't think he has the time. Like I said, he only gets to see his family for a little bit. He sees his girlfriend when he crashes at her place. So that leaves everybody else with 5 minutes if they're lucky. So if you've got anything to say to him, you best not forget. Just making sure I zipped up my jacket, because like I said, I'm heading to work now. But this cool jacket has got zips. Also, I haven't, as you can see here, the mount does not work so well. So apologies for when we get to see this footage, because I'm going to cut between angles, but it's probably going to be a little bit shit on this one here, the one looking right at me. Yep, you see it right here. Yeah, I ordered another mount, but they said it should arrive by the end of next week, so hopefully, okay, well, here was the plan. I'm going to do these, and by the way, you get to see the ADHD in me that I don't think I actually have. It was presumed I have ADHD, but no one could ever confirm it. Well, they did, but then it turns out I didn't. That was not a good time. So, yeah, I'll get to those in a moment. Just like old mate. Oh no. Oh, actually no, I can get past him. It's really hard to get past cyclists on a car, but on a bike, shit. Getting past the cyclist on a bike should not be so difficult, because there's a lot more wiggle room. Wiggle room. Woo! Okay, so there's a lot of cars here. Yeah, well, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So Sam Okay, well, I kept it a secret the whole time. Sam's been pestering me, or Tyler can't do it. Sam says he can do it, and he's already got himself a bike. It's, I don't remember what it is, but it looks like a Ninja, but I know it's not a Ninja because Sam's like too like hipster trash for that. Sorry Sam, love you buddy. Also, I hope you can hear me as well. I put the microphone in an interesting spot, but I imagine the acoustics in this small ass helmet will provide plenty of reverb. Where are you going? You're going straight, good man. So Tyler's out of the equation. Sam has got himself a bike, and it's one of the, it's like a sports bike. Like, I've got myself a Yamaha. Don't stop now. You've got him. Oh, I got myself a Yamaha V-Star because they're pretty boss, and one of my favorite YouTubers used to ride one before he had to sell it, allegedly, because, you know, he was moving and all the rest of it. Ooh, that's a nice car. But yeah, plus they look really good because I've started to watch Sons of Anarchy again. I started watching it a few years ago, but I didn't get past like halfway through the second season, which makes no sense to me because I've got the third season on DVD, but I've been watching it on Stan, which for those who don't know what Stan is, it's like an Australian Netflix kind of thing, but like different. Same but different. So anyway, well, plus they look good and feels good. Oh, it makes me look good too, I like to think. Ah! Anywho, so Sam's got his bike, I've got mine, and he's been pestering me for about a year now at least, probably something like that. Oh no, probably a little bit less than a year, to get my license. And I think it's been less than a year because I started started having lessons back in February of 2019, which is one of the only good things about that year was I don't know what Mr. Van Man was doing. Yeah, lots of bikes there. I can park there now. I can park with you guys. Oh, cyclists there too. So yeah, that was one of the only good things about last year, 2019, was getting well, pretty much getting my bike license. I could have got my bike last year, but I chose not to on account of I did not want to taint my bike. I don't want to say like don't taint my bike, but like I thought it'd start the year off on a good foot. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, you know, a couple weeks in, I get my bike. That's awesome. Now I can do shit like this. Yeehaw, cowboy! It's slanted. Also, the vibrations are fucking crazy. Although I am technically speeding. Kinda, maybe, sorta, but not really. This guy on the other hand definitely is. I'm doing like a little bit over the speed limit and he's leaving me in his dust. Like, he's gonna hit China by the time I hit work. Like, he's gonna get on the boat and he's gonna row over there and he's still gonna make it before I get to work. Anyway, you guys get to see where I work, which doesn't fuss me because who knows how much longer I'm gonna be there for. And if I get big enough, people can come in and say hi. Like you, Korkari, you can say hi. That would be awesome. I'd very much love to meet you. And Maddie. That'd be great. But anyway, so back to the story. Sam's been pestering me to get my license for a while. I got it a couple of weeks ago, but I've been keeping it on the down low. Like, there's only a handful of people who know, and that's like people close to me that don't see me all that often. And then there's like my family, naturally. Yeah, like, you know, biological family and all the rest of it. And Tyler. And now Tyler's mum and dad. Tyler's mum was shocked because we built it up. We were just alluding to the fact that I've got a new ride. She's like, oh my god, you got a new car. I'm like, you could say that. Yeah. So, yeah, where are you going? You turning left? Good man. Ah! Also, enjoy my screams every now and then. They don't mean anything. I'm literally just screaming for fucking shits and giggles. Anyway, have a drink every time I say the word anyway, because I clearly can't keep a fucking thought in my head together. Like, it literally just breaks off. That's how broken I am upstairs. I could have one straight line of thought and then it just crumbles and shatters into like 1,000 tiny pieces and I gotta pick them up and put them back together. It's like a puzzle. I heard that. So did you, Zeb. Just kidding, you didn't watch this video. Cheers, copper. Anyway, so there's another one. Drink. Oh, oil slick. And that is slick. Anyway, drink. So he's been pestering me for a while to get my license. I've been just making bullshit up. Like, I'm like, I'll get to it. Like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, starting off was like, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous and all the rest of it. Just kind of throwing him off the scent. All the way through to, okay, I'm getting a helmet for Christmas. Once I get the helmet, that's when I know I'm in it for the long run. Once I've committed to a helmet, then I'll know I'm going to go and get my bike license, you know? And he's like, oh, that's great. I'm not even going to try and do his accent because for some odd reason, I used to be really good at doing his accent. He's Spanish, but now when I do his accent, he just sounds Indian. So yeah, don't want to come off as racist for that one. So yeah, he'd been pestering me. I'm like, I'll get there, and like alluding to it. And so now he's supposed to come over and help me film a video and all that. But hopefully that video is done by the time like this video is released. Maybe, maybe not. Like, I'm gonna release this shortly after I release the video showing like off my bike and showing Sam, because I'm not gonna upload a video about this until he's actually seen it, because otherwise it's gonna spoil him. Like, dude, you got your license, and there's his accent. So yeah, I think that's basically about it. I think we're up to scratch, up to code, up to par. Yeah, got my bike. I'm having a great time. I've rode it every single day that I've had it, which is, I don't know if that's an impressive feat or not, because I've literally only had it since Tuesday? And today's Sunday. So, Tuesday to Sunday, what's that, 6 days? Yeah, I had to ride it home on Tuesday, naturally. But anyway. Yeah! And I have come a long way. Like, there were times at the start where I would kind of second guess myself. And by times, I mean like every fucking time. Because as my bike instructor would say, I am my own worst enemy, and that is 100% accurate. Everyone believes in me more than me. Like, I can get through to myself sometimes, and when I went for my test, because I went for my test 3 times, well 4 times, but I only had 3 tests, because how that went was, I can't see a damn thing. Because how that went was, when we went to Melbourne for that Melbourne vlog that I did, I was supposed to go for my test that morning, and I did, and I get there, and we're like, I banged it. I was so fucking confident I was going to pass. So I'm like, oh dude, this is going to be a piece of piss. Perfect day today. Gonna get my license first thing in the morning, gonna go get a fresh haircut, and I'm gonna go to Melbourne for a week, get away from all this stress and shit. It's gonna be fantastic. I get there, go for my little practice lesson beforehand, and I fucking bossed that shit. Like, I was like, I'm gonna make this easy. And then I get there, I'm talking to my instructor, I'm like super confident, all the rest of it, and then the guy shows up, the test instructor, and he just looks at me and he goes, are you Jordan? Like, that's me, baby. And the first thing, I didn't say it like that, but I probably could have, because I was pretty stoked. And the first thing he says to me is like, I can't find any record of you doing your hazard perception test. I'm like, no, I did that first thing, that's why I got my license. He's like, oh no, they've changed it now. Because when I first got my license on my car, back in 2012, well, okay, well, yeah, how it went was like, I got my L's in 2011, I went for my test in 2012, 2 tests, not that matters, like how many times like I went for it and all that, but I passed it in 2012, so then we had to do 6 months and 25 hours, which we got through that, so then I got it a couple months later in 2013, so, oh yeah, well sorry, I went for my L's in 2011, passed the test in 2012. This guy wants to get in this lane, I can see it, so I'm going to back up a bit. Yeah, so passed the test in 2012, and then I passed my hazard perception test in 2013, and then I got my license on the day, on the spot. The guy comes up to me for my bike test, and the first thing he says is like, I can't find any record. I'm like, no, I did it. He's like, oh no, you did your learner's permit test, but you didn't actually do your hazard perception test. I'm like, the fuck? It turns out you had to do both of them, so you had to book 2 different times. So that fucked me up, so I had to wait another month to get a test for that one. And then the first like official time I went for the test, I fucked that up. I don't know how. Like, I had 3 opportunities to do a brakey, like a stoppy sort of thing, like, you know, the one where you just jam on the brakes like, ah, someone pulled in front of me. And so I had to, you know, like, I was going that pace, and then like, okay, stop, someone's pulling in front of you, so you got to jam the brakes and all the rest of it, like in the safest but slowest yet also quickest way possible. I fucked them up. like 100%. Like, he says I failed all 3 of them. I swear I only failed 2 of them, and one of them was, yep, totally my bad. I jammed the brake. I put on the rear brake a little too hard, and I accidentally like left a skiddy on the floor. I failed the second one. That was questionable if I actually failed that one or not, but whatever. So then I went for a third one. I think he gave me an opportunity for a third one, which most people don't, I think. Oh no, yeah, they do, now that I think about it. And yeah, he was just like, okay, swing back around, come back with me, follow the exact path we came to get here. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, you're failing me, aren't you? And so I sat at the lights, so I was like, I assume you've seen better tests and all the rest of it, yeah, ha ha ha. And he was like, well, you know, it's just this, that and the other, you know. I was just like, oh, shit. So something's hit me on the back, by the way. I don't know if anyone cares, but something's hit me on the back. Anyway, so yeah, then I went from that was in and out in 5 minutes, so I don't know if we count that one, but I think you kind of have to, you know, like it's on record. The second time I did so well, but then again, the stoppies, like the guy said I fucked him up, and I'm still not sure about that. Just as well as I am not sure about the last one I did, I am also not too sure I failed on the stoppies. I thought I did perfect, because they're like, out of like 35 to 40 minute test, 30 minutes of it I did and I banged it. But then the stoppies came about, and that fucked me up. So back to square one another month later, and I says to myself, I says, like on the day of my next test, I was like, I can't fail this. I really can't. Like, third time's the charm. I was like, I can't stuff this up. I have to pass this one today. I have to. And I was getting it, like, I wasn't nervous about the test. I was just nervous about, like, what if I fuck up? So I'm like, I can't wait any longer. Third time's the charm. I have to do this. And I did it. And my driving instructor, Roy, which I will put Roy's links in the description because you guys have to go check him out. If you live north of the river or just live anywhere in Perth and are willing to travel, go see Roy. Roy Thomas, I think is his name. It's Roy something. Royden Thomas, I'm pretty sure it's Roy. Oh, it's in the description. Like, check it out down below. He's a top dude. He's a bit of a he's like a marine drill instructor. Like, you might think he's a bit of a hard ass at the time, but when it comes down to it, you will 100% pass your test. Like, he's not going to let you go. Like, he will drag you, he will put a chain on your neck, and every time you try and walk away from him, he will rip you back and say, no, you're passing this test. And then you do, and you're thanking for it. Okay, he may not go exactly like that, but you know what I mean. He's a good dude. He'll treat you right. So, the GoPro fucking... that's annoying. Didn't even notice that. Not that it matters. That's fine. So anyway, we're here at work. Let me give you the tour. I'll keep my helmet until I get in. Oh, so I get to the back door. I don't know what the time is, but I gave myself ample time because it usually takes me about 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes roughly at latest on the freeway. And yeah, I'm not going on the freeway because it's too windy and all the rest of it. I'm a slide off. Hell yeah. Right there will do nicely. Where's that kickstand? There we go. So that can stay here. Bring the key with me. 20 minutes. Not bad. Damn decent. Okay, so I'm going to stop that recording, but you guys can come see the inside of my shop. I think. So, we'll just take this off. Stop that. That's weird that's doing that. Good golly, just dropped it. At least I'm still recording, so we saw that. I don't know if we did or not, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I gotta take the helmet off.